Part 2. Verdant Wind. Blue Sea Moon. The city without light.
Shamba.
Immediately following Edelgard's defeat, the Alliance army discovers the existence of another adversary, a group operating behind the scenes within the Empire. Claude suspects that if the true enemy is left unchecked, disaster will befall Fodlan, and so he cuts short the celebration and the troops head for Shambhala, where this foe resides.
I just don't get it.
What is it, Claude?
Those javelins of light. They were trying to use it to kill us at Fort Mercius, right? But then why not drop it on Garreg Mach? They must have known for a while that we were here.
It is not that they chose to refrain, but rather that they were unable to do so.
Rhea, how are you feeling?
I am well enough. I cannot afford to rest while Fodlan is in danger.
What do you mean when you say they couldn't drop a javelin of light here?
Once, a very long time ago, a massive ball of light fell upon this monastery. However, that light mysteriously changed course in mid-air and landed in Aelel instead.
Aelel, the Valley of Torment. So that's what the wreckage of those javelins of light looks like.
The Holy Tomb is not only the location of the progenitor god's eternal slumber, but also a sacred vessel for a power that repels evil. Supposedly, the progenitor god built the Holy Tomb herself to protect her children from the evil light.
So the children of the goddess gathered in Xanadu because of its proximity to the monastery? But we've fought at distant locations many times.
Despite that, the javelins of light only fell on Fort Mercius.
In his letter, Hubert said that he detected their magic when the fort fell. In other words, because they used a javelin of light, Hubert was able to pinpoint the location of their base.
So they didn't use it before then because they didn't want us to know where their base is?
In any case, those javelins of light must be something they can't just use whenever they want. And they finally decided to use one at Mercius, where they were sure they'd be able to finish us off. It's only thanks to the whims of the Death Knight that we escaped with our lives. And no javelins of light have fallen since then.
It's possible that the enemy hasn't yet realized that we've learned the location of their base.
If so, their guard may be down, which makes this the perfect time for a surprise attack.
I will accompany you.
What? No! That would be far too dangerous. Your long confinement weakened you greatly, did it not?
Those people have opposed us since ancient times. I wish to learn the truth about them for myself.
I understand. I will not stop you, but please take care not to overexert yourself.
We don't know exactly what we're up against here, but having you around is very reassuring, Rhea. Let's prepare to strike at Shambhala before they make their next move.
Okay. Alright, we have 4 weeks. Alright, last minute supports. Okay. Lysithia and Felix A support.
Felix! I've awaited this fated day.
You don't change. Still prattling on about it.
Aw, come on. I just want to hear what you thought of the cake I gave you.
It was edible.
If by edible you mean incredible, then yes, I agree.
It was satisfying and lightweight. I imagine it would be quite useful as a battlefield provision.
Please refrain from lumping delectable cake into the same category as provisions.
You're upset and I don't understand why. I'm complimenting the cake. You cured my dislike of sweets. For that, I thank you.
You have an interesting way of giving compliments, but I'm glad you liked it.
Yes. Got any cakes on you?
You say that as though I just carry cake on me at all times. Did you want some?
That's not what I meant. If you baked a cake, however, I wouldn't object to eating a slice.
If cake is what you want, you can just ask me directly. It just so happens I have a brand new recipe I tried out, special for you. It's delicious and not overly sweet. Perfect for you.
Okay.
Go on, take a bite. You love it, I can tell. Here, try this one out too. See? So amazing, huh? Just keep working on that sweet tooth of yours. Then we can share cake notes together and eat cake together all the time. That is, it just sounds nice is all.
Okay. That does sound nice.
Aww. Right. Lysithea and Cyril A support.
I did it! I did it! Okay, so next up is...
What's this letter all about? Doesn't appear to have a sender written anywhere. This handwriting is so sloppy. Wow. Dear Lysithea, I read the book you gave me. This must be from Cyril. He's learning so quickly. It was hard and it got more easy, more I tried it, and it was fun and I learned new stuff. That's the spirit. Thanks you for helping me to read and to write. You are so welcome. Some things are hard to say and easy to write. I know just what you mean. I want to read more and learn writing better. You're already doing so well with this. I can see how hard you're working. I am glad you are my friend. It makes me happy. Aww.
Hey, Lysithea! Last night I finished reading the book you lent me. I wanted to tell you right away, but it was late, so I tried to write a letter. Lysithea?
Cyril, you sweet little...
Did I do something wrong? I don't know what you're trying to say.
Some feelings can't be verbalized or put into writing. Just... Look, it's just that...
I'm sorry. I really don't know what you're trying to say.
What I'm trying to say is, I'm Bappy too.
But... Bappy?
Let's keep studying and spending time together, okay?
Oh, I get you now. That sounds great, Lysithea.
Okay, that was cute. I'll give it that one. I shipped them. Right, Sethith and Hilda B support.
Oh, it's Sethith. I'd better slip away before he...
Ah, I see you are indulging in a bit of reading. You are fond of books, I take it?
Yes, reading's one of my favorite pastimes. I was just finishing up, actually, so I think I'll...
That is most fortuitous.
Fortuitous? How do you figure?
Come with me. I have a story to share with you. Once upon a time, deep in the cold mountains, there lived a lazy fox and an industrious squirrel. The squirrel worked tirelessly all day long, while the fox did nothing but lounge around and play. When autumn came, the squirrel hurriedly gathered up acorns for the winter. But the fox continued to play without a care. A biting winter fell upon the land. The mountains, caked in snow, concealed all nourishment from sight. The hungry fox went to the squirrel's dwelling, but the squirrel had locked up tight and gone to sleep. Every so often, the squirrel would wake, enjoy a nibble of an acorn, and then return to an easy slumber. The fox, on the other hand, with nowhere else to turn, was forced to scrounge for food in the bitter cold of the forest. Forlorn and hungry, he wandered in solitude all through the winter, until spring came once more. And so it is to this very day that foxes are denied the comforts of hibernation.
Ah, I really learned something about foxes. I read lots of fairy tales like that when I was little. But the lazy fox and the industrious squirrel, huh? That one I don't think I've heard before.
That is not surprising, considering I wrote it.
Oh, you wrote it?
I did. When Flane was young, she loved fairy tales more than anything. I would read them to her often. This one, however, is a more recent creation. I wrote it for the benefit of the children in the monastery. So, what do you think? I'm curious to hear what sort of impression it made on you.
It's so cute!
You found it to be cute?
I can just see it now. You writing fairy tales for your little sister. That's just the cutest thing. Honestly, to me, you usually come across as stern and overly perceptive. But now I know you have a sweet side too. I feel like I'm seeing you in a whole new light.
That is not what I was hoping to hear.
Absolutely demolished. Right. Dorothea and Felix A-.
You, get over here.
Get over here? How about I tell you to get out of here?
You're always following me around. At least make yourself useful. Let's spar.
What? Are you serious?
I don't joke. Draw your weapon, unless you intend to fight without one.
If you want to train, then do it on your own.
If you don't attack first, I will.
Okay. If you want me to knock some sense into you, who am I to say no?
For someone whose only aspiration is marriage, you're pretty strong.
Is this your attempt at flattery? Oh, it is, isn't it? When I was in the opera, I always trained for self-defense. Couldn't really get by without it. Nowadays, if you can't use a sword, then you're just in the way.
Perhaps I had you all wrong. I thought you were just a frivolous girl who cared only for men of status. On the contrary, you seem well aware of the realities of the world. I respect that.
Yeah, all right. I'm beat. I'm going to go sit down and relax with a cup of tea. You'll join me, naturally.
I will?
We just trained together. Are you really going to turn me down?
Just this once.
Good. Let's go for tea. While we're at it, shall you treat me to a meal?
Don't get carried away.
Oh, you're no fun.
That felt more like a C support, to be honest. Right, Felix and Seteth B support.
Hello, Felix. Training alone again, I see.
Spying on me again, I see.
It is not my intention to spy. I am merely concerned about you. I do not think you have been keeping your friends at a distance because you dislike them personally. Rather, I think what bothers you is their concept of proper knighthood. Is that not so?
You really have been watching me closely. You're correct. I don't understand why they revere knighthood. I won't be friends with anyone who believes in that nonsense.
Do you feel that way because of what happened in the tragedy of Dusker? I have heard the story. Your brother was one of the royal knights. He gave his life to defend the prince.
My brother was doing his job. My father is the real problem. When my brother's armor was brought back to the castle, do you know what he said? He died like a true knight. Chivalry begets the worship and glorification of death. Am I alone in finding that grotesque? I suppose you'll excommunicate me for blaspheming like this.
Not at all. I am not a knight, so I have no intentions of lecturing you about chivalry. So long as one's conduct is consistent with the teachings of the goddess, it is up to the individual to decide right from wrong.
In that case, I'd like you to formally pardon me for not having friends.
You require no such pardon. This is merely advice from an old man to a younger one. As unwavering as your convictions may be, the others also feel strongly about their beliefs. If you hate all those whose beliefs are different from yours, you will hate everyone eventually. People with exactly the same beliefs as you simply do not exist. You do not have to change your beliefs, of course. But you do have to accept that others feel differently. That is my advice to you. I will speak no more of it.
Sedith, can I ask one thing? Why are you going out of your way to tell me this? Why bother with me at all?
Because I trust you. Now that I've heard what you have to say, I trust you even more. I am also a rather eccentric person. I thought you and I might get along.
I see. You've gone to so much trouble. I may have to start making an effort as well.
Good. Do not take this the wrong way, but I hope you will surpass my expectations.
Right. Time to explore. Someone's in their room. Who is it? Hilda. You okay?
Shambhala, it was called, right? Scary that it's so close to the House Gonril territories. Who'd have thought all those creeps were living right under my nose? I was hoping my big brother would help us in this next battle. But he says that I can represent House Gonril without his help, that I have it in me. I'm glad he recognizes that I have some ability. Still, I wish he wasn't leaving it all to me.
You know, the fate of the world, or at least Thodelin, is at stake. The least Host could do now that Elmira's not a threat is come along. But no, the game developers didn't program that.
Professor, those who slither in the dark, it seems will finally discover their true form. I get the sense that they're in league with the mages who experimented on me as a child. I wouldn't be surprised if Edelgard was subjected to them too. There's no telling what their true motives are. But whatever their motives, what they have done is unforgivable. They must be exterminated.
Yeah.
Hi.
Here's a thought.
Hello.
Fighting against enemies whose true nature is unknown is honestly really scary. Still, if there's a force in this world that clearly means us harm, we have no choice but to fight back. With our own hands, we'll safeguard Fodlan's future.
Our next opponent is an ally of Solon. Do you remember what Solon called us?
Insane.
No.
Oh,
He called us beasts.
I can remember.
Meanwhile, he refers to himself as the Savior. Who exactly is he saving?
Oh.
I am so glad that Rhea is unharmed. My brother continues to worry about her, however. Of course, I am worried myself. I cannot imagine being in that situation while in such a state. She should just leave things to you and Claude and get the rest she needs.
Where is Rhea? Oh, she's in here, but we can't talk
I'm
to
so
her.
sorry, but I can't let you in. Her Grace is resting.
So we go through all the effort to save her. Can't even talk to her.
Rhea is sleeping right now. If it is not absolutely urgent, please do not disturb her rest. The long confinement took its toll on her health. Truthfully, she is in no shape to be exerting herself at all, to say nothing of a military expedition. To make matters worse, we are now facing a very old enemy. One that has conspired against us since time out of mind. Please proceed with caution. I have a bad feeling.
You still hate his beard. You never said that before.
Lady Rhea's back! Lady Rhea's back! I'm so happy! But things aren't gonna be like they used to be anytime soon, are they? There's still folks out there that want us all dead, and Lady Rhea still hasn't regained her strength yet. Speaking of which, Professor, please don't ask too much of her right now, okay?
That's just his natural hair color. Green is just his natural hair color. You can't help that.
Hey,
Rude.
I thought that after the Empire fell, the boar might finally be avenged. But something dark is certainly lurking in the shadows. An organization behind the Empire. We'll have to take care of them if the boar... if Dimitri is to rest in peace.
Let's do a tournament. Go on, Felix. Actually, let's look at your skills. Go on then. Go on, Felix.
Pointless. It was meant to be. You fought well.
Right.
All right, next. You haven't earned my pity. All right, next.
Free Master Seal that I'm not going to use because I don't need it. Someone over here. Hello, Leonie.
True. These are Monica's people, aren't they? The ones who killed Captain Gerald.
Yes.
Then this is my real opportunity for revenge. There's no way I can back down from this one.
You're not scared?
No, I'm okay. Actually, I'm eager to get out there and fight. This is what I've been training for.
As Dimitri once said, kill every last one of them.
Right.
Hey, you.
Hey.
Gardening.
Maybe. I thought that taking the Empire's capital would bring an end to this war. How naive of me.
You're wearing red. You're an Empire soldier. sus.
I'll have to write to my family and tell them I'll be gone a while longer.
Pardon me.
What the heck is going on here?
We won against the Imperial Army. I still can't believe it. But I guess we still have some enemies left. I'm not well informed, but I have plenty of fighting spirit.
We crushed the Empire at long last. But there's no time to bask in our victory. We must prepare for the coming battle. We knew there was a secret group behind the Imperial Army all this time. Now we have a chance to make the first move against them. We have Hubert to thank for that. It's also thanks to him that we were able to rescue Rhea. I still have plenty of questions I'd like to ask her.
Are you going to see her?
Well, if we plan to have her march into battle with us again, we'd better let her recuperate. Rhea's the only one who gets a break, though. Everyone else had better start preparing for battle.
How about...
So many people.
Count Burgles, the Minister of Military Affairs, was applying pressure in the west, but he surrendered after the Empire fell. Cornelia of the Fargus Dukedom seems to have disappeared from the palace, and rather swiftly. They must have realized that the revival of the Old Kingdom was a real threat.
What kingdom? The king is dead.
You did it. I never thought I'd live to see the day that the Empire was conquered. I thought that would put an end to the war. But I hear there are still hostile forces to contend with. I hope you'll be able to put an end to this conflict and found a new Fodlan in which the free market can thrive.
A mysterious power threatening the very future of Fodlan? Certainly we cannot give it leeway. In comparison to this, the internal power struggles in the Alliance are utterly trivial.
Aren't you frightened?
Fear will serve no purpose here. The only path to survival now is victory. Perhaps I will have the opportunity to strike the decisive blow on the enemy commander. Oh, that would secure my place in history for certain.
Wow.
Oh.
Keeper?
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. I can hardly believe you managed to handle the capital city like that. Everyone did sterling work. I really thought we'd know peace after that battle. But we're not quite there yet, huh?
Not yet. Soon.
I thought the war would end with Edelgard's defeat, but that wasn't the case. This may be premature, but I'm feeling a little relieved. I have to consider what I'll do with myself, and where I'll go when this war is finally over. I don't have an answer yet. Let's make sure the next battle puts an end to this war. That way, we can all move forward.
Oh.
Okay.
So Lady Rhea was all right after all. Well done bringing her back safely. Finally, us true believers may breathe easy again. Simply magnificent. Hmm? You're saying the fight isn't over yet?
Nope. Take a bit to realize that, lad.
The folks we're fighting next aren't normal humans, are they? It's that group who caused the Javelin of Light to fall, right? It just doesn't seem like something a human is capable of. I'm not prone to flinching, but I don't feel great about any of this.
We humans are definitely capable of what you just said.
Why? Dedu saw to it that Edelgard was destroyed before he departed. His expression once his mission was over was a bit lonely. I don't know where he went off to after that. Maybe he returned home to Dusker.
So Dedu's fate is unknown, is it?
Right.
Really?
Thank you.
Let me in. Let me in.
So, listen.
We have succeeded in rescuing Lady Rhea.
But Seteth's countenance remains clouded. When will peaceful days return to this monastery? That time feels so distant.
Have I even maxed out the statues yet?
Need something?
No.
This one? We're all see you again soon. The thing is,
We finally got Lady Rhea back from the Empire and fulfilled our mission. I wish we could afford for her to have a good long rest, but that just isn't possible.
Hello. Oh. I heard that Lady Rhea's back. But why hasn't she shown herself to everyone yet? Oh, she's convalescing. Fair enough. She was in captivity for a long time. I pray that she feels better soon.
It's gonna be Raphael, isn't it? Yep.
Wake up, eat, train, eat, sleep. We gotta prepare for the assault, but that hasn't changed my routine.
You're doing plenty.
All that training and eating I do is for the sake of Fodlan. Gotta stay strong and fed to keep it safe.
Think of it. So, the moment we defeat 80, the nobles cozy up to the Alliance and Church.
Yep.
That lot really does think only of themselves and no one else.
Yep.
But then there's Count Burgles. He used to be Minister of Military Affairs. He sacrificed his own life so that all the soldiers and officers who fought could be given quarter. When I heard that, I don't know, that simple act of humanity, I couldn't help it. I burst into tears.
Yo, that kid just disappeared. And he's just walking around. Anyone else over here? No. Right, who still needs the support? Hopefully I can get them up to the level. Claude and Flame. Let's see if they can speak.
That smell.
This is nearly...
Yes. Okay. Claude and Flame A support.
I have told you already, I am quite all right.
You say that, but
I do not care what you have to say. I could not bear to stand here and do nothing.
Flame?
Hey there, Flame. Looks like Seteth is as overprotective as ever.
Eavesdropping, were you? Well, you are spot on. I do wish you would leave me be and learn to trust me.
Listen, Flame. Before I take a stab at your true identity, there's something I want to ask.
And what is that?
Seteth is your father, isn't he?
Pardon me?
I've been thinking about this for a while, and my latest theory doesn't make sense otherwise. That overprotective attitude of his, it seems like more than just sibling concern. More like a father protecting his only daughter.
How can you be so sure? Hilda's brother and Raphael are quite similar, are they not?
They're both pretty clingy, sure, but even they are willing to let their sisters live their own lives. Whereas Seteth, there's something more at play there, an entirely different dynamic.
I imagine that is because
Even taking into account your special blood and the people targeting you because of it, I feel like Seteth has devoted his whole being to you, like only a father would.
Have you confronted my brother with your theory?
As if he'd tell me anything even if I did. Though maybe if I tried to trick a reaction out of him. I could try calling out, "Daddy!" from behind him when he least expects it. Nah, he'd probably kill me if I tried that. Not a good idea.
That sounds most entertaining. I would love to see you give it a try. Perhaps you could request a...
Father, please grant me your daughter's hand in marriage.
I can feel my face turning red.
Hey now, don't joke about that. That's something that should be done properly when the right time comes.
Do you mean to say that the right time will come eventually then?
Well, you never know what the future holds. But forget that for now. I want to talk about...
As though this were something easily shelved. This topic holds far more appeal than that of identities, if you ask me.
Wow. Right. So, Violet, done. Claude, done. Lawrence, done. Raphael, and Flane. Okay, Raphael and Flane. Ignaz and Flane. Lucidia done. Marianne done. Hilda and Sethith. Leonie Felix. Dorothea Felix. So, Raphael, Flame, let's go to the choir. Right, Raphael, Flame.
Everyone should sing louder.
It is so much fun to sing with a...
Yes.
Nice work. Here you go. Drink up.
Oh, thank you. This water tastes absolutely divine.
Your shouts are really coming from the gut now. I bet you're getting stronger too.
I'm not so sure I'm stronger, but somehow, when I shout, I'm able to move more books than normal. Although my brother becomes very anxious anytime he hears me shouting. I do suppose my body feels a bit sturdier now, though. I'm so very grateful to you, Raphael.
Oh no, thank you. I'm just happy to have someone to shout with.
But doesn't all this shouting keep you from your precious workout regimen?
Nah, don't worry about that. I think I'm in better shape now than I was before. My muscles work overtime when they hear you shouting so close to me.
Isn't that wonderful? Come along, Raphael's muscles. We can do this. It is my wish that someday I'll be able to lift a log all on my own with these arms of mine.
I'm sure they will. I used to think you were a lost cause, but look at you now. If you really want to get there, you gotta start training your muscles when we shout, all right? You've already got big brains, but if we can get you big muscles too, you're gonna be invincible.
Invincible? I like the sound of that.
Wow. Right, who's next? So Raphael is done. Ignaz and Flame, I can't do that because I can't do any paired things with them. Done. Done. Hilda and Sethith need to be together.
Return soon, please.
Well, actually,
Hello there. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon,
I'm gonna
please.
repair everyone's weapons first.
Hey there. Is this it? There you go.
Repair that.
Is this it? There you go. 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 Is this 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 it? There you go. Is this there you go. Is this there you go. Is this there you go. Come back anytime.
You take the brave sword.
Hey there. Is this it? There you go. Is this there you go. Is this it? There you go. Is this it? Is this there you go. Come back anytime.
Need more smithing stones.
Hello there. This one, yes?
Good thing I have a lot of money.
I thank you. Return soon, please. Hey there. Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go.
Is it better to give Ignatz a word now? Yeah.
Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Is this there you go. Come back anytime.
Surely you can have a silver.
Welcome.
Yeah, you can have a silver.
Will this one do? Many thanks. Will this one do? Will this one do? Many thanks. Will this one do? Many thanks. Come back soon.
Hey there. Is this it? There you go. Is this there you go. Is this there you go.
More smithing stones.
Come back anytime. Hello there. This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please. Hey there. Is this there you go. Is this it? There you go. Is this it? Is this there you go. Is this there you go. Come back anytime.
we have Blood Gang, which is a magic weapon. So let's give it to Lysithea. Because why not? Spear of Assault, A rank. Raikugo is yours. Okay, so quick question. So, crest weapons, right? They usually deal damage each turn if you don't have a crest. But the axe of Ukon Vasara heals you each turn. So, maybe? Right, fail not. Needs to go to Claude. That's it. That's all the magic weapons. Magic weapons, Heroes relics.
Hey, welcome.
Yeah, buying
You have a good eye.
ingredients.
You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you. Come again.
You have a ton of ingredients.
Hello!
Hello.
Will this one do? It's all. Will this one? It's all you. Will this one do? It will this one. It will this one. It's 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 will this one do? It's all yours. Tell your friends.
There's I hope things go back. Welcome.
It's just this stuff.
Come back soon. Professor.
Pardon me.
How about...
So, Hilda and Seton. There we go. Hilda.
Yummy.
The flip.
Who's next? Leonie and Felix.
That.
Right. Leonie and Felix A support.
And that's how it's done.
Good to know. There are so many differences between bows and blades.
Yes, you're a quick learner, Leonie, and quite a good teacher as well.
Must be Captain Gerald's influence. The weather, the terrain, the enemy's feelings. You have to find ways to make it all work for you.
I agree. A warrior can't stick too closely to predefined tactics. That's quite shrewd. You're impressive for a girl.
For a girl? Come on, you're past that. Looking down on your opponent is a great way to fall into a pit trap, isn't it?
I suppose that's true.
Glad you remember.
I still have much to learn, not only about swordplay, but also about thinking on my feet. I hope to learn more from you, Leonie.
Count on it. We'll come up with plenty of new ideas if we work together. Guess that means we're partners, doesn't it?
We're what?
Partners. Friends who help each other improve.
Huh. Partners. That's not bad.
Not at all. Looking forward to working with you, partner.
Likewise, partner.
Right, who's next? Leonie's done. Felix and Dorothea, okay. And you need to go Flame as well. So Sethith and Cyril. Okay.
Hey, Professor.
Whenever I visit home, my brother yammers on and on about all the things I'm doing wrong. It's so exhausting. I wish he'd back off and let me live my life. What do you think I should do? He needs a girlfriend. Set him up with someone.
I see. Okay.
Do, do, do.
I'm glad we're teaming up.
Yes, this will go well. Look at our excellent results.
Oh yeah, I need to already done.
I am getting to... Yeah.
Saint Cethleen Day is today. There'll be a hymn recital in the cathedral. Yeah, go on then. See if I get lucky. No.
Me.
What's the point of singing practice?
It's Fane's birthday.
I'm ever so grateful.
Right, let's explore again. Let's see if we can get everyone to their max supports. Done, done. Okay, Ignat's flame.
This food is a revel...
This is...
Right, come on, guys, A support, let's go. Chop chop, fall in love, come on.
Music speaks to the heart.
It is...
Fellas. Right, Sethith and Hilda. I just fogged up my glasses doing that. There we go. And, Sethith.
Yeah.
The flip.
Still no support. And you're done. Dorothea Felix.
That look...
I...
That's it. Okay. Run it back and we do it again. This is basically last minute for everyone's supports. Alright, goals. Not goals. Group test. Hilda, fly with Sethith.
It seems my proficient. Yes?
Let's see it in act.
Movement +1. Ooh. Convenient. Nope. Scroll. Once again, Ignatz and Flame.
This food is...
This is...
Need to support, yeah. Right, Ignatz and Flame, A support.
Flame! Excuse me, quick question. Can I paint you?
Oh, hello, Ignatz. What an unexpected surprise.
I'd like to paint your portrait, Flame. For some reason, whenever I try to visualize Saint Sethlene, I think of you.
No wonder I've repeatedly felt someone's eyes boring holes into the back of my head lately. You're quite lucky my brother hasn't noticed. It would be wise to back away from me before he does. Although... I shall agree to your request, on the understanding that you paint me to be more illustrious than Saint Sethlene.
More illustrious than the statue? Surely you mean as illustrious.
Am I not the more illustrious? The more breathtaking?
Well, true, you are a sight to behold. Though I'm not sure about the competitive tenor of that question. I'd expect you, as an admirer of Saint Sethlene, to speak more... admiringly?
An admirer, hmm? You say such funny things. Now then, would you like me to pose? Oh, I have many ideas up my sleeve.
A pose? Ah, no need. You can just sit down.
Are you certain about that? It sounds rather... dull. How long will it take you?
A few days, I imagine, but that's okay. You can just come by whenever you have time. Oh, and if you don't mind, could you tell me some more stories about her? The stories you tell about Saint Sethlene are so much more vivid than the other legends I've heard. She seems so impressive, so fierce. I can't help but admire her too.
Actually, I have changed my mind. No longer do you need to paint me as illustrious. Instead, paint me as fierce!
Sure, I guess. I think cute might suit you a little better, though.
Did you not just say that Saint Sethlene had an impressive and fierce way about her? Well, if that is the case, then I too would like to look fierce. You're welcome to paint me repeatedly until you get the expressiveness just right. Rather, you must paint me repeatedly until I am satisfied with the outcome.
I'm not sure I can ever produce a painting that completely satisfies you. But I'll try. I said I would, and I will not go back on my word. Even if this painting takes me months. That wouldn't be a problem, would it?
Not at all. We're friends, aren't we? I am happy to help with a friend's request, even if it takes centuries to complete.
Thank you for that. Though I hope it doesn't take quite that long.
Right. Ignatz, done. Cynthia, done. Brienne, done. Hilda. Okay. I just want to say that they're both like. No. Dun, 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 dun. Nope. Good enough.
It's kind of nice to.
The flip.
To singing. Let's go.
Singing's okay.
May my.
There we go, they can support. Right, Hilda and Seteth A minus.
Hello, Hilda.
Oh, Sedith, good day.
Is it?
Did I do something wrong?
Not to my knowledge. But I cannot help but notice that you no longer shy away when I speak to you.
You noticed that, huh? When you stare at me, I feel like you're peering into my soul.
And that no longer bothers you? Does that mean your conscience is finally clear?
Nah, I got used to it. I know you're not scary.
That's unfortunate. You really should do something to correct your lazy behavior.
Maybe that's true. I wouldn't want to be like the fox, forced to wander in the snow all winter.
I'm pleased to see you grasped the moral of the story.
Don't you think the squirrel was a little cold-hearted, though? He seems not to care about what happens to his friend, as long as he himself is happy.
You know, that is a valid point. I have no wish to encourage that attitude in children. Perhaps if the fox only survives thanks to the squirrel kindly sharing some of his acorns. How does that sound to you?
I like it okay. I'm sure that kids will admire that nice, compassionate squirrel.
Thank you for your insight. As it happens, I have some other stories that I wrote for Flame. Would you like to hear them?
You should make a book out of them. It's a shame that only Flane and I get to enjoy them.
What a fine idea! I will begin immediately. Though I feel such a book requires illustrations, and I have no artistic talent. Would you lend me a hand?
I think Ignatz might be a better choice, but I can probably manage. Not like they need to be terribly fancy.
I could use some more of your wisdom with regard to the content of the stories also.
That sounds like a pain, but I'm invested in this now. Let's do it!
Excellent! That's wonderful to hear. Let us produce the very best book we can, for the children's sake.
You look so excited. I can't help but lend a hand.
Right, so Hilda, Seteth, Yoni done. Felix, Dorothea. Felix takes his food.
That.
So wait, so then it's just Seteth and Cyril, and Felix and Flame. Whose birthday is it? Claude's. Sure, take some flowers, Claude.
Look at our excellent results.
Right, still Hilda and Thetis.
It's nice.
Yummy.
And I doubt they can support again already. Let us sing.
Singing's a
Name.
Dorothy and Felix again.
I'm happy.
Okay. Dorothea, Felix, A+ support.
So, Felix, is the tea to your liking?
It is.
It's nice to relax like this every now and then, isn't it?
It is.
You said some of your equipment is damaged, didn't you?
It is.
Are you not in the mood to talk? We could discuss your family or what's happening in high society. Flavors of tea? Your favorite jokes?
None of those. I already told you, I don't joke.
Of course, only cynicism. Oh, I know. We're holding a small opera in the cathedral soon. I'll be singing too. If you're interested in... but of course you aren't.
You can sing?
I'm sorry. What did you just say? Can I sing? I was only a diva of the Middle Front Opera Company, that's all.
Oh, right. I forgot.
You forgot. Am I that uninteresting to you? What must you think of me?
You're insincere and loud, is what I think. But you do make a good sparring partner. And a good tea companion.
Oh.
Anyway, when's the concert?
It's an opera, and you don't have to come.
You just invited me. You can't tell me not to come. That's for me to decide.
Oh, then you must be there. I'll sing my heart out just for you.
I haven't said I'll go.
Are you going to come or not? If you keep teasing me, I might just pretend to cry.
Fine, I'll go.
Fantastic! I look forward to it.
Great. Right, so that's Dorothea done. Right, Felix only needs Flame. Thetis needs to finish up with Hilda, and then Cyril needs a lot more. That's it.